Let's talk about that message you almost sent. The one that lingered on your screen, heavy with meaning, waiting for your courage to catch up. You know the one, you typed it out, your thumbs moving with sudden clarity. Each word felt deliberate, as if you were finally saying what you'd been holding back for days, maybe even weeks. The words were perfect, a neat little package of your thoughts. You crafted them carefully, hoping they'd land just right, maybe even change something. You read it over, finger hovering over send. For a moment, you imagined the ripple it might cause, the relief, the laughter, the understanding, or maybe the awkward silence. And then, you deleted it, every last word, not because it wasn't true, but because you weren't sure if it belonged out there, in the open. The cursor blinked in the empty space where your voice had been. It's a quiet erasure, but it feels significant, like a secret only you know. This small, unseen act is a ritual for so many of us. We draft, we hesitate, we erase. It's a dance between wanting to connect and fearing the consequences. In the noisy digital rooms of group chats, you become a spectator. The conversation flows around you fast and bright, while you sit on the edge, message unsent. You're present, your name a silent fixture, but you don't participate. You watch the messages pile up, each one a missed opportunity to join in. It's not that you have nothing to say, often you have too much. Thoughts swirl, ideas form, but the right moment never seems to arrive. The conversation moves fast, and you wonder if there's space for your words. Sometimes, by the time you're ready, the topic has already changed. This silence is not empty, it's filled with observation and analysis. You're taking it all in, weighing every word, every emoji, every pause. You notice who leads, who seeks approval, who makes the jokes. You see the subtle shifts in tone, the alliances, the inside jokes you're not part of. You absorb the group's energy without adding to it. You become a quiet presence, a watcher in the wings, always just outside the circle. This role feels safe, comfortable. There's no risk of saying the wrong thing, no chance of being misunderstood or ignored. But there's a quiet cost, a subtle tax on your sense of belonging. Each unsent message is a tiny withdrawal from the bank of connection. This pattern of silence isn't random, it's shaped by a deeper current. It's a habit, a shield, a way of protecting yourself from the unknown. To understand it, we must first see what this silence does to you, and to those waiting for you to speak. Because sometimes, the words you don't send say just as much as the ones you do. Think back to a time you did decide to contribute. Maybe it was a group chat, a lively conversation, or just a moment when you felt your words might matter. You found the right moment, crafted your message, and hit send. There's a brief surge of hope, a flutter of anticipation, as you put yourself out there, even if it's just a single sentence. For a moment you felt connected. You imagine your words landing, sparking a response, maybe even laughter or understanding. Then came the waiting, the read receipts, the 3 dots, then nothing. The silence stretches, and you start to wonder if you misread the moment. Your message sits alone, a digital monologue in a room full of dialogue. It lingers, quietly asking for acknowledgement that never comes. The silence that follows is louder, more jarring. It echoes in your mind, making you question your place in the conversation. It feels like judgment. Did you say the wrong thing? Was your joke not funny? Did you overshare? Or was it just too quiet to be noticed? The conversation resumes, skipping over your comment. The thread moves on, as if your words never existed. Speaking is a risk. Silence is a shield. It's easier to stay quiet than to risk being ignored or misunderstood. So you retreat, holding your words close. You become an observer, watching the flow of conversation from a safe distance. The group chat becomes a performance you watch from the wings. You see the jokes, the plans, the camaraderie, but you're not part of the script. Inside jokes form without you. Plans are made by the vocal. The group moves forward, and you feel yourself slipping further behind. You're included technically, but feel distant, on the outside looking in. The sense of belonging fades, replaced by a quiet ache of exclusion. Each time you choose silence, you reinforce the idea your voice isn't essential. The habit grows, and your presence in the group becomes less and less visible. It's a quiet act of self-erasure. You're not just being overlooked, you're slowly erasing yourself from the story. You're not being pushed out, you're fading into the background. The world keeps moving, and you become a silent witness to your own absence. The safety of silence comes at the price of your presence. Every unspoken thought, every unsent message, is a small step away from connection. Over time, this absence shapes how others see you, and how you see yourself. The weight of a single word, spoken or left unsaid, can change everything. Imagine a group chat of close friends, a digital space buzzing with inside jokes, shared memories, and the daily pulse of their lives. It's a place where everyone's voice is supposed to matter, where each message is a thread in the fabric of their friendship. Among them is Maya, warm, insightful, a fantastic listener in person. She's the friend who remembers your favorite song, who notices when you're feeling off, who always knows just what to say when you need it most. But in the group chat, Maya is a ghost. Her name appears, but her words rarely do. She reads every message, smiles at the jokes, feels warmth at good news. She's present, but invisible, her reactions hidden behind a screen. She types replies, but rarely hits send. Her thoughts linger in drafts, unsent and unseen. The chat moves too quickly, the tone too flippant for her measured thoughts. She worries her words will be lost, misunderstood, or simply ignored in the rush. One day the group plans a weekend trip. Excitement fills the chat as ideas bounce around. Maya has a great idea for a quiet cabin, types it out, but someone suggests a beach town. The conversation shifts instantly, swept up in the new suggestion. The group latches onto the new idea. Maya deletes her message. Her voice once again goes unheard, not because it wasn't valuable, but because it never left her phone. By not sharing, Maya cedes a piece of her influence. Her silence isn't just absence, it's a quiet surrender of her place in the group's story. She'll go on the trip, but it won't reflect her preferences. She'll smile and join in, but a part of her will feel left behind. Her silence lets the loudest voices shape the group's direction. The group moves forward, unaware of what they're missing. Over time, this pattern repeats. Each unspoken thought, each unsent message, becomes a small erasure of her presence. The group's memory of Maya shifts. They see her as passive, happy to go along. They forget the depth she brings in person. They stop asking for her opinion, not out of malice, but habit. Her silence becomes the norm, and her absence from the conversation goes unquestioned. Maya feels increasingly disconnected, as if the group's identity drifts away from her. She wonders if she still belongs. Her silence becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. The less she shares, the less she's seen, and the harder it becomes to speak up. The group moves on, but Maya's presence fades. She's there, but not really part of the story anymore. Silence, repeated, rewrites who you are to others. In the echo chamber of silence, even the most caring voice can disappear. Power dynamics in any group are always shifting. In group chats, the most vocal often control the narrative. Your silence isn't neutral, it hands over your power. You give up your vote on decisions, big and small. Silence is interpreted, sometimes as disinterest, sometimes as agreement. When the group's tone turns negative, your silence can be mistaken for complicity. You become a quiet passenger, with no say in the destination. This gradual change in perception takes an emotional toll. The silence you chose to avoid conflict quietly alters your place in the tribe. To you, the silent one in the digital theater, I see you. Your silence isn't emptiness, but fullness. You're the observer, the listener. But how comfortable are you really in this silence? Is it a warm blanket or a cage? Do you ever regret the words you didn't say? Feel detached from the story unfolding. Silence is a fortress, but every fortress is also a prison. It keeps you safe, but also isolated from connection. Is your silence a choice, or a habit? A strength or a symptom of fear? Turn your gaze inward. What is your silence made of, and what is it costing you? The consequences of digital silence are slow, not dramatic. Your reputation solidifies. You're the agreeable, easygoing one, but you're overlooked when leadership or strong opinions are needed. Friendships are forged in shared communication. Your absence weakens bonds. Friends stop expecting your response, not out of exclusion, but habit. This can lead to loneliness, even in a room full of friends. You're out of sync with the group's rhythm, missing inside jokes and vulnerable moments. Holding back your thoughts, you begin to devalue them. Silence, once protective, becomes your identity, and your world grows smaller. Over time, your silence builds an invisible architecture around you. You become the reliable, quiet anchor, stable, non-disruptive. This role flattens your personality into a single trait. If you speak up, it surprises or unsettles the group. You've broken character and the group resists the change. This discourages you, pushing you back into silence. By keeping your thoughts to yourself, you protect them from criticism, but also from growth. Your ideas remain fragile, untested. You know your friends deeply, but they only see a faint reflection of you. The relationship becomes a one-way mirror. You see them, but they don't see you. So, what's the real reason for this silence? It's not boredom or lack of ideas or even shyness. It's the fear of a mismatch between your thought and the words you send. In your mind, your thought is perfect, nuanced, layered, alive. But typed out, it feels flat, clumsy, easily misunderstood. You fear your words will be misread, your tone missed, your meaning lost. The risk of that mismatch feels too great. So, silence preserves the integrity of your thought. By not speaking, you keep it safe, unblemished. Silence isn't absence of thought. It's fierce guardianship of it. In the end, the group chat moves on. You're left in the quiet, with thoughts held close, pristine, but unheard. In seeking perfect understanding, you risk not being understood at all. You build a fortress to keep your inner world safe, but live there alone. The digital world isn't going away, the pressure to participate remains. The instinct to retreat will remain too. There's no easy fix, just the eternal dance between our inner lives and our attempts to share them. Perhaps the most important thing is to notice the silence and wonder what beautiful thought it's protecting.